Hello, RE out there. It's Mark with Redo Over, and we are back to Master of GalCiv4. That's right. And I did finally do a little trim in here. I was looking like a Care Bear, getting a little scruffy scruff. So got that taken care of. We are on to, in alphabetical order, the Elerian Fiefdom. Yeah, it's time to get sweaty, fellas. Now, I swear to goodness, on the mid journey, all I did was just type in blue alien, and this lady popped up. I don't know how it happened. So we are going to jump over to Master of Orion 2, possibly Conquer the Stars. Take a quick look at these blue alien warrior women, and then we will get them mocked up here in GalCiv4. So the Elerian essentially have a handful of things going for them. They're a pretty well-defined species. Strong ship defense, strong ship offense, so they are, space warriors essentially. Not known for ground combat, but their ships are going to kick some butt. They're telepathic. Now that has a few additional features. We can jump into the custom and take a look at that. But yeah, that's going to give them additional trade capabilities, some spine, as well as like the ability to mentally conquer planets with battleships in orbit. I don't think we have a real good way in GalCiv4 to simulate that, as well as the fact that they're omniscient, meaning they can just see the whole galaxy at the start of the game, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a fun thing, and they're feudal. So let's jump in. We'll hit the custom tab, choose Elerian, and we want to see telepathic. Here we go. So this allows, what do we got? Telepathic races gain a 25% diplomacy bonus when conducting negotiations. The fleet with a cruiser or larger can mind control an entire planet without bombarding it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. And then finally, telepathic spies are extremely adept at evading enemy agents and receive a 10% bonus to all spying actions. So there's quite a few things you get with telepathic. It's very powerful and new too. Let's take a look at feudal real quickly. Reduces ship building costs. Okay. Planets do have the morale penalty without the barracks, obviously. A decrease in research from scientists. Not buildings, but scientists. I think we could probably work that in. We'll want to try and work that in if possible. And that's probably going to be the main stuff we're getting out of there. So let's jump back over. Just checking one more time. So anything that could beef up ship combat, which is questionable. Telepathic, I think they actually have a telepathic trait. We'll see if we can grab that. And then omniscience, questionable. Feudalism, we can definitely get a reduction to research. So let's jump back over to GalCiv4, see what we can. All right, so we're going to take a look at the species first. So we will choose species, up here Elerian, and we will edit species. So telepathic space warriors, yeah. Now, it's not that there aren't men or males in the Elerian society. It's just that they are not the forward-facing portion of the society. They're like the priests, maybe the scientists. I don't know, but essentially only the warrior women are forward-facing. So they are humanoid. Obviously, I could not find a phenotype that would match better in. Not even remotely. So it's going to stay humanoid. That means they are carbon-based. So humanoid's going to give a +2 to diligence. I think that's going to work out pretty well. Down in here, I've got the military advisor, research, economic advisor, culture advisor. I was actually able to generate a decent variety of portraits. I realized up to this point, a lot of times I get very similar color matches, and it's a little tricky with those AI generation tools. Like once you have a character that you want to try and get that similar character, mixing up the color palette is not easy. So it took a while just to get these four because everyone else pretty much looks like this. What are you going to do? Blue warrior women. I know none of us want to see it, but we're stuck with it, right? Okay, so relative resolve +2. That is going to be for combat. And again, it's not like militaristic, but for the ship commanders, for the flagships, yeah, these are going to be pretty beefy. And then just a +1 on diligence, plus the +2 of the humanoid will give a massive +3 total. So not too bad. I thought for relative social, We could put it to a -1, but let's switch it to relative intelligence and clear off the social. I think that looks pretty clever. And then over on this side for relative expectations, a +5. Yeah, bougie ladies here. However, we're going to say that the pollution effect on approval, -33. Does that matter? I don't know. Does it matter? I'm not sure where I'm really getting that. Let's see if I don't see. That's the one thing about the pollution. Oh no, it just defaults to that, right? It's 33 or 33, even without it being selected. So I didn't touch that. But I just have them having slightly higher expectations. There you go. For names, many of these actually came from the Empress list of names from Master of Orion, the other games. So that's where a lot of these came from. And then over here, just some like warrior-esque, adamant, singblade, barrage, smite, whatever. I don't know. This came up with those. So that all looks good. Of course, we got our portraits in there, about 20 of them. We'll hit save species, and we will select the species right there. Choose it. All right, so just got this logo. I think this is one of the general logos. It's feminine, but it also is kind of like, I don't know, looks cool. Matches in sort of with the theme here. We got the portrait. This is our Empress lady. Humanoid totalitarianism. Out of all these, I thought totalitarianism was a lock. Definitely not individualistic. Possibly you could do egalitarianism. I think that's not unreasonable for their society. But yeah, I thought totalitarianism would work very well. Believes in absolute power and control of the state with all aspects of public and private life under the governance of single authority. Yeah, that matches really nice. And then for personality, we're going with merciless and aggressive. Let's pop this down real quickly. Favors malevolent ideological choices. Merciless isn't malevolent, though, right? It's not cruel. Like, what is cruel? Weaker civilizations and care less about... Okay, aggressive. They tend to look for excuses to go to war. Be careful. Yeah, I like that. I just wonder if there's anything we could switch out with merciless. Expansionistic? Romantic, cultural, spiritual, traitor, xenophobic. Values things that increase influence in the galaxy. Ooh, maybe let's get rid of merciless and let's switch it to expansionistic. Aggressive expansionists. That's the Elerians. Yeah, they're a warrior race. Sure, I think that looks good. Elerian fiefdoms, Elerian, fierce, beautiful society of warrior women with a thirst for expansion and dominance, ruthless in their pursuit of power. That sounds perfect. We're going to... Well, we already have it saved. Let's jump over to abilities. Okay, so here we go. Clever is sitting at the -15 to research there. We could slow him down even more, potentially. We could do the max, shut it all the way off. Maximum militants, giving them extra control to start with. They are somewhat brutal. They are somewhat courageous. Yeah, a little bit of intimidation there. A little bit of veteran. Veteran's about the closest thing I can find to beef up the capabilities of ship, but with the high resolve, right? Resolve is for combat plus experience. Yeah, I mean their commanders will be pretty effective, at least on the main flagships that they get. Persuasive, I set that at a -2 for a little bit of offset there. I'm trying to think though. We put a reduction to research to represent the fact that it's a feudalistic government. We're sitting at a +1 trait point, though. I don't know. There's just so much you could do with the Elerian. It really, I feel like, translates pretty well over to GalCiv4. Do I want that 1 extra point, or do I dump it into veteran? Oh, I could do that. I could push that all the way into veteran. Yeah, let's do it. There you go. So militant, brutal, courageous veteran with a touch of intimidation, but no persuasion, no research. I like that. I think that's pretty sweet. Here we go. For civilization abilities, well, telepathy, obviously. They are telepaths. So in this game, it's going to say, can use telepathic executive orders to place thoughts in the minds of all citizens on a planet for good or evil. So unlock Pandemonium Executive Order, unlock Serenity Executive Order. I don't know if that's exactly what I was leaning for with telepathy. It's a little different, right? Those are executive. Yeah, they're executive orders. So we'll see how it works. But they've got a lot of control going in. For warriors, this seemed pretty obvious. Ignore 10% of all damage done to their ships. All weapons do 10% more damage. Plus the 5 to intimidation, which works well, synergizing with the intimidation here. So not too bad. Warrior is an excellent way to just make their ships deal more damage and take less. It just makes it more effective overall. I like that. I just wish telepathy meshed more with Master of Orion 2's telepathy. I don't think there's anything else we could really throw in there. The only thing I was thinking was something that would line up with the Omniscience. I know there's like the Watcher. Grants Cosmic Eye Executive Order. Essentially, that's just like a like far-viewing telescope takeover kind of thing, I think, but even on a larger scale. Gives more sensor range on planet ships and star bases. Okay. Leans into totalitarianism. Sure. Extra deception. Sure. Unlocks Cosmic Eye. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe Watcher is better than telepathy, because what the telepathy gives you in Mu 2 is spine, better negotiating with trade deals, and planetary takeover. We don't get any of those things with the telepathy in this game, right? I mean, we've got a bit of intimidation. We're not really leaning into the spy stuff so much, but what if we switch telepathy out for Watcher? That totalitarianism bump there, the deception bump, which will also key in. Well, they don't have any other deception, but I mean, I guess it'll work out. Unlocks Cosmic Eye, meaning they can see pretty far, and it gives them a lot more sensor range. Sure, let's do that. What the heck? So they're not telepaths. They're Watchers, lining up with the Omniscience. Okay, I like that. And then for planets here, Paradise Planet, let's see, we've chosen Amazing Worlds. These make excellent core worlds once you colonize and assign a governor to it. Yeah, I thought a Paradise World. Oh, what the heck? And the star system on this is Venge Prime, home system of the Zaloxi. It contains a single 25 desert world and 2 small worlds. But I think the Paradise Planet will overwrite the 2 small worlds for immediate colonization. Yeah, I think that looks good. Under fleets, is there anything? We don't need to look at fleets, do we? Yeah. No, we're fine there. Okay, that's it for this episode. I've got another one coming this week, the Nolan. I've already got mocked up, so we'll shoot that and try and get through these quicker rather than longer, because I know people are asking for more gameplay, and I get it. I just thought I would take a little cooling break. I mean, listen, I have hundreds of hours of games of Master of Orion, Conquer the Stars, GalCiv4 now. I've got a bunch of Stellaris. It's all out there. Yeah, just taking a break from it. All right, folks, if you watched, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.